Okay, this workshop today was amazing. Thank you, Mr. Zoubair, for letting us be part of it. And concerning what I'm going tomorrow to do, first of all, I am going to enjoy what I will do tomorrow, because I will vary the interaction and the repeating tasks between my students, and all the time I will ask my students to do tasks in a different way, and make the interaction between a student and the other students, not from the teacher to students. And also, I'm going to ask them to try pre-teaching task language by putting myself in their places before dealing with the lesson and before go to school.
I'll focus more on asking questions instead of giving explanations, and try to reduce my TC needs.
Tomorrow I will try to reduce my talking time by asking my students to be the teacher for the next coming classes, and to ask them to prepare some PowerPoint presentations and present them to their friends in class.
Now on, I'll consider my TT and let my students finish their answers. Sometimes I finish their answers, so I let them to do that for themselves. That's it.
Will redefine who I am in the classroom.
Right, so the best thing to do to minimize my talking time ratio is to increase the talking time quality. The thing that I want to start using is to record myself while giving lessons inside the classroom. It has not to be the whole course, but just, some snapshots from the whole class. And then go back and analyze it and see what I can do to promote this interaction among my students, go further and further.
Reduce my talking time. Then I will support the ideas of my students. Then I will encourage them to be self-confident, and that will make me and my students enjoy the lesson.
Starting tomorrow.
Okay, so starting tomorrow, I will give my students more time to finish their ideas and their sentences, and I will praise them more than I do.
Tomorrow, I will videotape myself, then I will decide what to do.
So starting from tomorrow, I'm going to use the teaching and process language. Have the language used in the classroom, because I always struggle to have it on the dot. And also have different tasks, different level tasks, because we have different levels in the class, so it works really.
Starting from tomorrow, I'm going to have a more comfortable atmosphere where my students can be more motivated, and minimize my TT and give more chance to my students to talk and express themselves.
Starting tomorrow, I'm going to reduce my teacher talking time. And I'm going to create the need for students to talk or provide the information gap. Okay? It's about food and drinks, so it's going to be, because we didn't share it with the others, it's going to be about providing working groups. Each one student is going to be provided with a vocab, for example, a vegetable. It's a good activity for others to ask him questions. Is it a fruit? He's going to answer yes or no. Is it a vegetable? Yes. What color is it? And so on. So it's a guessing game that creates the need for students to know the information.
From tomorrow, I'm going to stop overcorrection and start implementing student talking time.
Starting from tomorrow, I will be developing my students' talking time and decrease my TT. And by the way, to do this, I will be encourage my students to make their attempts to speak as much as possible.
I praise my students more than before, and I will also just be patient more than before.
From tomorrow, I will listen to my students carefully, and I will use a simple language.
From starting tomorrow, I will be a more creative teacher and give time to my students, and for sure I'm going to reduce my teacher talking time, sure.
Starting tomorrow, I try to provide students with much support and ideas to enhance their talk. Thank you very much.
From now on, I will use my gesture and my facial expressions to reduce my talking time. From now on, I will give more time for my student to interact. From now on, I will provide my student with a relaxed environment.